So people ask me, Keegan, what's it like living on your own? Do you enjoy living on your own? Do you have advice for living on your own? Do you advise living in a tiny house? Yes, I do, and I'll be explaining in this video why. But before we do, my grandmother, she made my bed. Look at this. Oh, gorgeous. Let's go lay on it. I haven't lain on it yet. Oh, that is definitely amazing. So anyways, it's been 2 weeks. Yes, your boy's been living here for approximately 2 weeks, 2+. What is my experiences on it? Well, it's really nice. And what is the biggest thing for me? Freedom that I have. As I've mentioned as well, when I was living in my mom and dad's house, and by the way, there's nothing wrong with living with your goddamn parents. It's actually a very normal thing. My brother didn't move out until he was 24, 25. Not because he didn't want to, he couldn't afford a fucking house. He couldn't afford a goddamn mortgage. They wouldn't allow him to have a loan of the bank because he wasn't making enough money. Which is a bit of a shame nowadays. Unfortunately, a lot of people my age, 19, 20, 24, they can't get a goddamn house because it's too expensive. Which is one of the biggest reasons why I live in a tiny house. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with living in a tiny house. You know why? Because it saves you a fortune. If you do it like me, pay it off in one go. It's basically you can do it as a mortgage, right? You can pay it off a week or month or goddamn a year. It's basically like a mortgage. But if you pay it off in one go, it's yours. You have to not stress about it. Trust me, if I wasn't able to afford this place, wouldn't have even bought it. I wouldn't have even bought it a month. Nope, just wouldn't have thought about it. But being smart. But anyways, get to the point, right? Let's not get over ourselves. What's it like living on your own? Well, it depends on your personal preference. Do you like being on your own? Or do you like being around people? Are you the kind of person who likes to be surrounded by people? Or are you the kind of person, for example, like me, who prefers to be on himself but doesn't mind being around people? Just for me, it is about freedom. And that's what I was kind of lacking at my mom and dad's place, was freedom for me personally. And why I mean freedom is because I couldn't just, if I wanted to, go outside, record a video, or do this and that without having to, either my dad asked me to go get a hoover, which got on my nerves. I'll be honest with you. He hoovered every single day, which look at my beautiful thumb, by the way, which it pissed me off because I wanted to record and also chill out. But that's why I live on my own right now. That's one of the reasons. And because second, I wanted to live on my own. I wanted to able to have a place that I could just say, fuck it, it's mine. God damn it, this is my place. You know, you ever had the feeling that you just like, I want something that just truly is for me, where I can find my inner peace and just peace in general. And this place, I have found it. I am to this day, what am I feeling like? It's nice. The people around it are talkative. That's cool. As you guys know, I don't really like speaking to people that often. God damn, I don't care neither, to be honest. Yeah, you can say that I'm selfish, but what can I say? Everyone has their own boundaries, you know. Some people like speaking and I don't really like speaking that much. Prefer to stay, I guess a little bit private as well. You know, if you know that I do YouTube, that's totally cool. But you don't have to get to know me like that personal, but what it's like, really. For me, the first day was fucking weird. God damn it, it was weird. Why do I say it was weird? Because, I slept pretty good. I could sleep, yeah. But it was so quiet. That night was, holy shit. If you live in a house with your mom and dad, so your parents, including a baby, and your grandmother, 2 dogs and 2 cats. Yeah, that shit is quite hectic. I don't know about you guys, but that's a lot of noise. And my sister waking up at random times during recordings, which were very frustrating. Had to be quiet, couldn't make a noise before recording, during recording. God damn, you know what it is. Calls in the background, people talking, you name it. Those were one of many things that were bothering me for a while, months, upon a year or two. And I wanted to gladly get out of the house. Now, god damn, if I had the money to afford a mortgage, I would and I could. But even then, I'm thinking like, even if I could afford a real house, is it the smartest at my age? Because you see a lot of YouTubers, or wealthy people, in general. Let's say YouTubers, influencers. You know, they love to flex a bit on the gram. God damn it. You know, they love to post about their houses. You know, we're not talking about little celebrities. We're talking about big known celebrities. Gio, Enzo Knol, you probably don't know who they are, which I don't blame you. They're not internationally known. All these people, they aren't. That's one difference with me and them. I'm internationally known. They aren't. Well, they are, but not big. Not sound cocky, god damn it, I am quite aware they have way more followers than me. They get way more views, way more money, way more ladies and boys, but beside the point, I'm internationally a YouTuber, an international YouTuber. I do Dutch, English, and I'm worldwide known. Not saying I'm famous, just saying people watch me from all over the world, not just for one specific country. Which Enzo Knol here is a Dutch YouTuber. He specifically is known by the Dutch people because he makes Dutch videos, not English. So that makes kind of sense when you think about it. But I've been absolutely loving it in this place. The only thing is, yeah, I'm stressed. I'm fucking stressed right now. God knows why, man. I know why, but it's a bad excuse. It's a bad excuse why I'm stressed. I like it. The one thing you have to do is clean up after your goddamn ass. See, that's one thing. When you're living on your own, right? Are you the type of person who likes cleaning up? Because I'll keep it honest with you guys. When I was at my mom and dad's house, yeah, I didn't like cleaning. No, I didn't. Well, I did clean, but I cleaned at my pace. Now when I eat my dishes, when I eat my water, or, you know, eat my vegetables, I clean it up immediately. Even when I record a goddamn video, before I make a mukbang video, clean the pan quickly, clean everything in the background so it's just not a mess for the video. And it sort of does trigger me in a way that I get pissed off at myself if I don't clean it. Because we're talking about brand new stuff, a brand new crib, so I want it as clean as possible. Have you ever had that kind of feeling like, god damn, this place has to be spotless, nicked, clean, you know what I mean? I don't want nothing dusty in there. And I see you guys in the comments saying, oh my god, I love the vlogs. I'm keeping them up, trust me. Gonna try and edit this minimum as possible. Minimum. You gotta do stuff on your own, that's one. Two, if you want to move out, you have to be goddamn sure that you want to move out and not be crying and saying, oh, I miss my goddamn parents. Do I miss them? No, I don't. It's very harsh. Some of you may say that's kind of fucked up to say. Oh, it's not really fair to judge me because you don't 100% know what I've been through at home. You don't know what my parents have been through with me at home. So I guess it's 50-50. But like I said, I wasn't kicked out or forced out of the house. I wanted to move out. This was all a personal choice. Trust me, we were looking at houses. No, I can't afford one. Fucking, I just simply can't. The bank won't allow me a loan. And like I said as well many times before, second of all, even if I was, I probably wouldn't buy a house. I don't want a mortgage, goddamn. Mortgage is one of the worst things to be attached to in your life, in my opinion. A mortgage is what often brings people down financially. Think about it. When you lose your job, what's the biggest thing you worry about is your fucking house. Goddamn, let's be honest there. It's a fact though. If my brother would lose his job, he'd have to stress about his mortgage. My mom and dad lose their job, mortgage. That stuff is terrifying and that shit is scary. And that's why I'm glad that this is mine. I pay this off in one go. Not a flex. I'm just saying, if you can afford something in one go, just do it. You know, because I could have, like I said, I could have paid this off a couple hundred euro a month, but then eventually at the end of the day, I would have paid like 3 or 4 grand extra. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't want that. I just got them paid off one go. But hey, you have to do everything on your own. And what I mean with that is goddamn clean, Hoover. I'll show you guys. Bathroom is completely spotless, nicked clean. Look at this. Ooh, just burped. See, the toilet is even clean. Look at that. Have you ever seen a clean toilet like this? No. See, natural light saves me money and electricity. And that's one thing I've also noticed and realized and understood is when you live on your own, you understand that you want to try and save as much money as possible with the all little small hidden details, from electricity, from gas, to water. I only put my light on at night when I have to record. I swear to God, hands down, the only light that I actually ever use, and it's pitch darkening, as I like my privacy. You guys know I don't like people looking in my place. Only light that I actually use is this one. It's LED, perfect. And when I'm here sitting editing my videos, for example this video, I'm editing here. This is such an awesome place. It's almost done. Couch should be here in a couple of days. Excelente. This room, unfortunately, I haven't really thought of what using it now. Now it's basically sort of a little bit of a storage / sleeping place for whenever someone visits. I could definitely turn this into a studio. But I don't know, man. If someone wants to sleep over here, where the hell are they gonna fucking sleep on the goddamn couch? No, that can't be really a thing. Cleaning everything up, taking responsibility. That is the biggest important thing. And playing football inside. I pay for this stuff, so if I break it, hey, that's mine. There's a saying going. If there's anyone that's allowed to break it, it's me, because I paid for it. It's mine. That's what my brother always says with his car. Which, by the way, yeah, It's kind of crazy when you think about it. A couple of years ago, I would have never gotten thought of being able to have a place like this. Because a year ago, I wasn't thinking about a place like this. I was thinking about, oh, goddamn house. I need a house. What the fuck would I need a goddamn house, dude? No. And it's unnecessary, like I said. Even if I had a house, what in goddamn am I supposed to do with a house that is 2 or 3 fucking storages big? What's the goddamn point? This is for anyone that's looking at, okay, this is what I make a year. This is what I spend a month. Alright, after tax. Okay, I have this amount of money left. I could try go to the bank, ask for a loan for a house. Or I can do it as Keegan, who was very smart and is still smart with his money. Cause I'm not fucking stupid, bro. Goddamn, I do my thing and I do it smart. You don't have to buy a new unit. This was under 40,000 euros, so 39,000 euros and 39,500. So let's say $37,000. Alright, 37.5. New. You can get a place for this, I reckon, in the USA, 30 grand new, 25k second hand. But I don't recommend second hand if you're like me. Often don't have double glass. Goddamn, interior is not good. And also, not to forget, some weird shit may have happened in the goddamn rooms. You know what I mean? Like hygienic reasons. No, I don't want to see no sperm on my wall. No, thank you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I always think about. And besides, a new one is always a good investment, regardless, because you'll get your money back depending on the condition. If it's in a good condition like mine is, it's brand new, spanking new out of the box, you'll get your money back. I'll probably reckon, if I would ever sell this in 10 years, 30 grand maybe, 33, if it's in this condition, if it's keeping like this. Because this place that I have right now is 60,000 euro worth, so like $58,000 this place is worth that I have now. Yeah, you gotta be smart, man. So yeah, I definitely recommend you getting a tiny house if that's what you can afford, if that's what you're willing to afford or pay. Fuck a house, dude. Don't make the goddamn banks rich. Make yourself rich and wealthy, and not spend too much money because you want a house. You don't have to goddamn flex on fucking people, man. And I am not embarrassed by any means that I have a place like this. Anything that's possible, I should be proud of having a place like this. Yeah, it's not a goddamn villa. It ain't no mansion. It's not what other YouTubers do, because you must realize and understand, a lot of YouTubers fake and pretend. They rent the shit for goddamn videos. They living in a fantasy world where I keep it real and just say, listen, I'm not no goddamn millionaire. I don't claim to be, never have. I wish I was. This is my house. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not embarrassed about it. I really don't. And yes, it is a house. It's called a goddamn tiny house for a reason. It's a tiny house. It's a house, but then tiny. This is perfectly sized. Now, you can also buy an L-shaped one. If you don't want one that's straight, necessarily, buy a L-shaped one. Which, how much would that cost you? Well, it's going to cost you a little bit more. I'm not sure how much goddamn money, but it's going to cost you quite a bit of money extra. But is it worth it? Yes, if it's your property and your place and you love living it, why isn't it worth it? Unless you're getting scammed. I was quite skeptical. I was like, oh my god, is this thing going to get finished when I'm done? I have to move out ASAP. Now the biggest issue and biggest thing is living on your own is goddamn quietness. Now look, I love quiet and peace. I'll be honest with you guys. Sorry, God, hands down. I love quiet. I like it when my family comes over once in a while, 2-3 times a week. It's nice. And after they leave, I'm like, god damn, it's so quiet. Because all of a sudden I get used to the peace, the quietness. Some people will have problems with getting used to quietness, but I am. You see, as a kid I used to be alone often at home, from 12 to 6 at night time. You just get used to it eventually. You know, it's what it is. You know your mom and dad has to work, alright. Gotta take care of myself, step up my game, make food for myself, make food for my mom and dad when they go home, which I did often, once in a while. Got them nice burgers and stuff, but yeah, I recommend you definitely cop one of these tiny houses. Don't have to necessarily buy them new, but do remember and stay in mind, when you buy them new, it's actually better for your money, because you get more, well, not necessarily the same amount back. It all depends on the model and the condition and the property where it's on. That's the biggest thing. The money is there on the property itself. That's where the money lays at. But I hope I answered your question. Yes, it's worth it and I love it here. And see you on the next video. I'm super duper tired. Appreciate y'all, man.